All right, Nessa girl. So it's Friday night, and I just found the Iyanla Van Zant Mitchell Brothers part 1, and then everybody calling me because I'm supposed to meet them down to the bar, but I started part 2, and I said, forget it, I'm gonna finish it, and I'm glad I did. I don't even know if I want to go out anymore because I've been in here crying for so much. Let me start out by saying the Mitchell Brothers Fix My Life is what I wish the Kamaya Mobley one would have turned into. Just an extended period of time. And y'all, I have no rhyme or reason with this one because my mind is all over the place. Plus, all I can think about is how I got to get out of here. And I didn't write anything down, but I'm just going to speak from the cuff. Y'all been hearing me say all, these last couple of months that I don't believe anybody is born inherently bad and that all people are good and things happen to people. What I want you to do is think about when you're out at a party or you're at the corner store and you see these thugs walking through. They're so mean and going through so much, and I want you to be able to look past that exterior and see what it is that have made people have to be so hard or turn to the streets. First of all, let me say this. I am proud of all of the Mitchell brothers because they're everything Kamaya Mobley was not, which is ready. Like, they were ready, and I love the fact that they made Iyanla's job so easy in the sense that they were willing to speak their feelings, they were willing to cry, they were willing to be vulnerable. And when I look at a lot of black men out there that are gang banging in prison, that are hard, all these baby mamas and stuff, thanks to Iyanla and life, I'm able to see past all of that, and I just wonder what has happened to this person that has made them this way. It ain't many things in life that I can say absolutely, but I think any and everybody out there that's a gangster, that's a bad man, that's a thug, that's the boogeyman, something don't happen to them. Something don't happen to them. It is not natural or human to be filled with rage and hate. And all that hard thug exterior be the manifestation of all that rage, anger, disappointment. When Marcus and was doing the lean up against the brother thing, and the daddy got up and asked him, got up and hugged him, and Iyanla said, tell your daddy what you want. And that boy was like, I just want to feel real love. That took me out. It took me out because love is all we need. Love is all we ever need, and love is all we ever want. Now, is it me? For the greater part of the special, it felt as if the father was slightly detached from what's going on. And I need to know some more about his story because, like Iyanla told him, things are just not adding up. These boys are sitting here crying, and you're appearing to be unfazed by it. Now, I catch part of it. A large part of it is what Sky going through right now from Black Ink Crew. You're guilty. You don't know how to feel. You don't know what to feel. You don't want all of them attacking you. And I respect the fact that the Mitchell brothers did not attack their father. But you know what? I don't know what's worse, being angry or being indifferent. And it seems to me like they were all just like, we ain't even trying to hear it. Same thing with the mom. The mom seemed so numb to what was going on, like with all the guilt, pain, and shame she should be feeling. We got very little tears from her. What was powerful to me, though, was the conversation between the sister and the older brother, because I have had situations in my family where I have gone 13, 15, and 20 years feeling something about someone, and one small piece of information came in and totally changed the entire narrative. The other lesson I got out of this too is adults have got to be very careful telling kids incomplete truths or telling them truths that they are not ready to handle, because my mother did that to me, told me bits and pieces about the way her and my father separated. And albeit true or false, for one, I had no business knowing about it as a child. My parents divorced when I was 2 months old. There was nothing about what went on in their divorce that I need to know then, nor should I know now. And that's my honest to goodness opinion. But all through my life, my mother has told me things about my father, about their divorce, and about their relationship that have crafted the way I've viewed my father, right? Fast forward to my adult life, my father has now revealed some things to me in an effort to, I guess try to tell his side of the story. And now that he's interjected what his experience, now it's completely changed 20-something, 30-something years of the way I was viewing him, reacting to him, and viewing things when things would go down. Now that my mother is dead, I can't go back to her and talk about what he said. A large part of me feel like, oh, she dead now you want to talk about it. How convenient. Now I don't know what to damn believe. But the moral of the story is there should be nothing for me to believe, because nobody should have been talking to me about none of that. I say all that to say, you know what I'm saying? As kids, sometimes as parents, grandparents, caretakers, the people that take kids in, it is your job to protect this child by all means necessary and leave them with a whimsical view of their parents. So when the daughter started talking about how the grandma told them X, Y, Z, and you don't know what the grandma said, the grandma was dead, that's wrong. But then again, she was doing the best she could with the little that she had. Incomplete information fucks up a lot of families. The brother resent the sister because he feeling like the sister had the love, and the sister resenting the brothers. The fact that the mama was in Kansas City, her small childlike mind equated the fact that she was in Kansas with them, and that was not the case. All these wasted years of animosity, and we both sitting here going through the same thing, hating each other for the same thing while going through the same thing and feeling the same damn thing. I'm glad that Iyanla touched on the anger and pathology, and that stuff with that pathology be real. That older brother Marcus carries a lot of guilt because he feels like he was the one in succession that was responsible for having to take care of the rest of them boys. And he had a hard time grasping what Iyanla said, which was, although you felt that, it was never your responsibility. And even if it was, you did not have the tools. You got to release that. You got to let that go. We've all got that slow, special person in our family. And I myself is guilty. I've got a cousin in my family that we all overlook. We just don't consult him at all when making decisions. We make decisions about him, around him. And I was like, you know what? That is not right. So that helped me with that, making me understand that is not right. And yeah, we take what we've been doing from the time he was little, looking out and protecting him, and we, bring that forward without realizing nobody's ever took a stop back to say, hey, what about this person's feelings? I know for me, and I can relate to them, I never considered my cousin because I always felt like in making whatever decision it was that I was making, that I was taking care of him. Not to mention, I've got my own life to run and manage, so I don't have time with the tools that I don't have to be considering you when I can just run over you, make the decision, and then go on to what it is I have to do for my life. Because low-key, I feel bad because you're not my child. You know what I'm saying? I feel guilty for feeling that way. It's a lot of feelings. So this Iyanla, she really has been fixing a lot of lives. And y'all, you don't have to go through an experience to learn from it. I've been learning a lot from these Mitchell brothers. I don't know his name, but the dark-skinned brother who had the braids going back, I like him a lot because that brother right there, he is rational. And he sees the bigger picture, and he's experienced a breakthrough. When he was telling his story about how when his brother died, he told his girlfriend or baby mama or wife, whichever the woman is, that if he go out there, he gonna end up dead or in prison. So it's best he stay in the house, and he stayed in the house, and that woman helped hold him down. It made me realize he gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Marcus or Marquise, the older brother that's like feeling responsible for taking care of everybody, he's got a lot of anger inside of him, and rightfully so. Like, I can't even, he need to get over it. No, he don't. He needs to work through it. But I totally see why he is the way he is. But here's what's funny. When he allowed himself to be vulnerable and let some of that rage and anger out, man, he became such a beautiful man. Like, his smile and just his energy. And when he was just talking to his brother, and just when he told the brother, you know, I'm trying, man, I just don't understand you. Like, it's so funny because you can get to the heart of a person when you get all that ugly shit out the way. And so, y'all, I could sit here and talk on and on and on for another 15 minutes, but I've got to get down to this bar because they say the rich car's down there. I got friends in town. I got to see them. And I don't want to start crying. This was really good. Oh, I will say this. As a gay boy, when the younger gay boy was talking about, the younger gay brother, was talking about looking for love and looking for it, going out of town, following behind men, being between their legs. Yeah, that's my story too. And a lot of gay boys' story, when you sit down, the beautiful thing, and I can say this speaking from experience, when you fix that issue that has you looking for love in other men, and my situation was particularly older men, when you fix it, it'll fix that. And people always think females have daddy issues. Boys have daddy issues too. You see what I'm saying? Both sexes need that dominant parental energy from mom and dad. Both sexes need it. And it manifests itself in boys the same way it does in girls. With gay boys, it manifests itself in younger boys laying up with older men. And with straight gay boys, right? Because child, in 2018, that's what they all is, straight gay boys. And with straight boys, it manifests itself with them going and taking a liking to bad people because they were that father figure. So these young boys looking for the love from a man, the affection of a man, the protection of a man, they run to these niggas in the streets that got them doing all kind of crazy shit because, yeah, I go rob a liquor store, you dap me up and pat me on the head. That equates love from a father. So this shit is deep, y'all. Iyanla, now you didn't know what the fuck you was doing with Kamaya Mobley, and I still feel Iyanla wasn't really qualified to handle that situation, but then again, maybe she was. Kamaya them needed to be ready. But wherever the fuck you went and got your training to, or whatever sunflower you prayed to, Iyanla, you did that because you did this, and this was good. Hats off to Iyanla and the crew. I can't wait to see part 3 after. And I'll call y'all later, girl. Bye.